Welcome back, friends, to the joy of presenting the Camp Silo color team. Everybody's asking, and I know that we're all real stressed out about, are we blue team? Are we red team? Will we have a team at all? Well, I'm here to tell you, don't worry. We've got it all under control. And to help us to relax, instead of revealing to you what the color team actually is, we're going to paint a nice little picture. We seem to be having some technical difficulties. I apologize in advance. I've pre-prepped our canvas by covering it in white paper so that you don't actually paint on the canvas. Now, I've gone and added some to our palette so that we're ready to paint. This is a monochromatic painting, also known as just one color. And obviously, my favorite color, which is... Let's begin. I'm going to start with a wide brush, thin out our paint, and just make a nice little sky at the top. Just lots of crisscross patterns like this. Just nice and easy. Going wherever the wind blows. It's important to keep your brush very dry in these moments so that it thins out the paint. It gives everything a nice space to just glide around on carefree. And I know what you're thinking. Daniel, could you just tell us what color team we're on? No, I can't. Let's just focus on this sky. Now that we've got a good sky going across the whole canvas, I think let's do a little mountain. Let's do a little mountain scheme. That sounds good. We're gonna start at the peak. Just go wherever it is. Make a happy little mountain. Mountains don't care. They don't matter. Just, they can be any which shape you want. And then take your brush and extend the mountain, being careful to not go over the lines you just created. Now that we've done that, it's time to put the rest of our big brush. Add it to your water and let it soak. Now, with a slightly smaller brush, we're going to continue into our landscape. Now, what mountain is good without a water feature? So we're going to add 2 creeks, much like in Camp Siloam. Speaking of Camp Siloam, I wonder what color team we're on. We must know eventually, I guess. One this way, one this way. Just meandering, going wherever it feels carefree. Sometimes we need to be like these little creeks. Just need to let go, let God guide us wherever we're meant to be. I'm pretty happy with those creeks, so we're gonna move on. What goes well with creeks, you say? Trees, of course. So we're gonna add just a little ridge of trees. It's similar to mountains, really. Just a line, and then happy little branches, just back and forth. Do it again. Do it as many times as you like, really. Your forest could have a few trees, more trees than this. It doesn't matter. As long as there's trees, and the trees look like trees. Maybe your tree doesn't have any leaves in it at all. Maybe the tree is just sticks. That's okay too. Because, much like trees, we're all made different and unique. And that's perfectly acceptable. Just like it's perfectly acceptable to be on either color team. Because at the end of the day, it's going to camp and learning about God that really matters. Now that we've added some trees and I feel pretty comfortable with this, we're going to be bold. Ready? Follow close. We're going to add a lot of paint right here. Big tree. Just right down the middle. Right up close in your face. And I think this is a good tree. It's a good full tree. So, we're going to go along, adding some branches. I think this is a pine. Happy little pine, living by the mountains, just next to the creek. Isn't that something? I wish I could be a happy little pine sometimes. Big and bold, right in front of the piece. You'll notice we've covered up a lot of our painting. But that's okay, because it helps to give a nice background to the foreground. That's what this front part's called. Now, we're going to lay our brush to rest, once again, into our water, to clean for later. Now, starting with a new brush, we're going to take this brush and then beat the devil out of it. Just like that. And for an extra added step, you can use a Bible. Now that our brush has been successfully sanctified, we can set it aside because we don't need to worry about it anymore. Now, we're going in with a slightly smaller brush, just to add some finishing touches and the reflections in the water. Now you have to remember, water is a bit unpredictable. So even when you know where it's going, you never know when it could move back. And even when you think that you know what's happening, it can just be a little bit surprising, a little unsuspecting. So it's important to remember that not everything is as it seems. And I've added a few finishing touches. And now we have our completed piece. We're Red Team. Congratulations.